Ayo, let me break this down. Pelham Bay Dreams is about vision. This track right here ain't about scams, ain't about pain, ain't about flexing on nobody. It's about looking at something you ain't never had and realizing it's possible for you too. The first time I went past Pelham Bay as a kid, I swear to God I ain't even know it was still the Bronx. That shit looked like a whole different world. White fences, big-ass cribs, niggas pushing Beamers instead of hoopties. I remember sitting on that bus like, damn, maybe this shit ain't just TV. Maybe I could have this too. That's the spark that birthed this song. The intro paint that exact picture. Me talking about seeing Pelham Bay for the first time, I wanted motherfuckers to feel that innocence, that shock, that hunger. Cause when you from the projects, the idea of luxury feel like a dream, something reserved for other people. I had to let y'all into that memory before the beat even dropped. The hook is triumphant but soft, dreamy. Pelham Bay Dreams, city views so clean. Who said we can't live this BX dream? That's me flipping the narrative, letting Bronx kids know we ain't just the hood. We got levels. We could dream about penthouses, not just projects. We could upgrade from ramen noodles to steak dinners, from shoebox money to safes in the wall. That's why the hook float over the beat. It's meant to sound like elevation, like clouds opening up. This record mean everything to me, cause it's not just about me getting money. It's about me breaking cycles. It's about me proving that somebody born October 27th, 2001 in the Bronx with no silver spoon could still dream bigger than Section 8. It's a love letter to possibility. So when it came to building Pelham Bay Dreams, I knew it couldn't sound like no regular Bronx street record. This one had to feel smooth, dreamy, luxurious, like riding through Pelham Bay with the top down, wind hitting your face, whole world looking different. That's why I pulled up on Geico like, yo, we gotta make this shit cinematic. We ain't pulled this one from no beat pack. We created it from scratch. Geico sat at the keys, played out them Rhodes chords warm and soulful. As soon as I heard it, I was like, yeah, that's the foundation. Then he layered in reverb, heavy guitars, floaty as hell, like they was echoing in the back of your mind that gave it that R&B elegance. Drums had to be subtle but knocking. The 808 sat deep in the mix, heavy enough to remind motherfuckers this still Bronx trap at the core, but not overpowering the dream vibe. Eerie vocal chops sprinkled through the track gave it that hypnotic, luxurious feel, like whispers in the background telling you to keep dreaming. And Geico added soft pads and strings for lift, making it feel like the whole song was rising higher and higher. As for the writing, this one took me time. It wasn't like Designer Demon where the bars came fast. Nah, this track had me sitting with memories. I wrote the first verse over 3 nights. I kept revisiting the lines, making sure it painted the picture of both sides, the projects and the mansions. Like when I wrote, used to stare at them gates, wonder what's on the other side. Now the butler opened doors when I pull up in a ride. That bar ain't just flex. It's a flashback to being a kid peeking through gates on my way home from school. The hook came quick. I was humming it while driving through the Bronx one night, looking out the window, and it just clicked. Pelham Bay Dreams, city views so clean. I wanted something that sounded uplifting. Something motherfuckers could sing along to while they dreaming about better days. When I finally recorded it, we kept the vibe mellow. Lights dimmed, incense burning, mic tuned soft to catch all the air in my voice. I ain't want to sound aggressive. I wanted to sound reflective. Like I was letting motherfuckers inside my thoughts. That's why my delivery float more than punch. It's intentional. This whole process felt like building a vision board, but with sound. When I made this record, I was emotional as fuck. Not in a broken way, but in a reflective, grateful way. I remember sitting in the studio in spring 2023 laying these vocals, and my mind kept going back to them bus rides as a little girl. Back then, I ain't know nothing about stocks, LLCs, investments. All I knew was Section 8 apartments, bodegas, and hearing my mom stress about rent. So when I said went from ramen to steak, shoebox to safe, now it's penthouse vibes, ain't no Section 8. I damn near teared up cause that shit was real. Family-wise, moms was finally starting to see the vision. She ain't fully trust music before. She thought it was just me playing around. But around the time I wrote this, she saw my first real checks coming in, saw me investing instead of just flexing. And she told me, Mija, maybe this really is your path. That meant everything. My little sis was still in school, and I wanted this song to be her motivation too. That's why in the second verse I said, told my little sis, stay in school, don't play no fool. I needed her to know she ain't gotta scam. She ain't gotta hustle the same way I did. She can dream big and still make it. Social life, shit was up and down. Niggas thought I was switching up cause I was moving different. Spending time in better neighborhoods, driving nicer cars. But what they ain't get is that I was still me. I still pulled up to the block in Celine with rice and beans on the seat. I still checked in on my day ones. I just wasn't letting nobody drag me back down. The outro, me talking about taking a bus past Pelham Bay as a kid, now owning a crib there. That was personal, that was closure. I wanted that outro to feel distant, soft, almost like a dream sequence. Piano playing under my voice, voice, faint vocal samples floating around like a memory in the back of your head. It's me telling the next shorty riding that same bus, don't give up, this life really out here for us. Emotionally, this song gave me peace. It felt like proof that everything I've been through, the scams, the grind, the nights in the trap, the days starving, it was all leading to this. And I wanted my fans to feel that same possibility. That's why I released Pelham Bay Dreams. It's not just music, it's a mirror. It's me telling the Bronx and everybody from the struggle that luxury ain't just for them kids born with it. It's for us too. And for everybody asking, it's out everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, Tidal, all that. Go stream Pelham Bay Dreams. Add it to your vision board playlist. Play it when you're driving through neighborhoods you dream of living in. Let it remind you, this ain't fantasy. This shit possible. That's me. That's my Bronx story. That's behind the bars.
Turned it all into bezels. Used to stare at them gates, wonder what's on the other side. Now the butler open doors when I pull up in the ride. We ain't know about brunch, only bodegas and dice. Now we popping mimosas with the lobster and rice. Used to duck from them raids, now we duck in the shade. Used to dream about the riches, now we swim in the wave. Big body bends through the back roads, still repping the hood, but my tax code changed though. Still keep a little stash for the rainy days, but we living now. Tell them hey to stay about my Pelham Bay Dream, city view so clean.